Before starting operations, any entity subject to FMCSA regulations needs to register with the Federal Motor Carrier Safety Administration using the Unified Registration System, URS. To successfully complete the registration process, applicants need to correctly identify and select the proper entity type. Entity type refers to the regulatory term used in the URS system to describe the applicant's operations. Accurate self-identification of entity type is critical to ensuring new applicants obtain the correct registration in a timely manner, as well as avoid fines, penalties, and delays in receiving a USDOT and docket number. Incorrectly identifying entity type may result in registration delays and could result in fines or penalties for operating without required registration. Entity types include motor carriers, freight forwarders, brokers, intermodal equipment providers, and cargo tank facilities. Now, let's talk about the specific entity types. The most common entity type is motor carrier. A motor carrier is any private or for hire entity that operates motor vehicles to transport passengers, property, household goods, or hazmat. A motor carrier required to register with FMCSA most often provides interstate transportation, but some motor carriers operating entirely within a single state are also required to register with FMCSA. A freight forwarder is an entity or person that provides transportation of property, assembles and consolidates shipments, and provides for break bulk and distribution of the shipments. The freight forwarder may or may not actually move the freight itself, but always assumes responsibility for the transportation. Applicants who register as a freight forwarder are assigned a USDOT and an FF number, and if they operate CMVs, they are subject to safety regulation. Please note, transporting freight does not necessarily qualify an applicant as a freight forwarder entity type. A broker is the middle person between the shipper and the motor carrier who arranges transportation of property or household goods. Brokers of passenger carrier transportation are not subject to FMCSA regulation. A broker does not transport the property or assume responsibility for the cargo being transported. A broker does not have vehicles or drivers. An intermodal equipment provider, IEP, is a person or entity that interchanges intermodal equipment, meaning equipment that is used to transport containers over highways to allow continuous movement, using containers adaptable to other modes of transportation such as water or rail carrier, with a motor carrier under a written agreement. An IEP may also be a person who is contractually responsible for maintaining intermodal equipment. Intermodal equipment, mainly chassis, is trailing equipment that is used in the intermodal transportation of containers. An IEP facilitates the transport of goods with intermodal equipment and is responsible for thoroughly inspecting, repairing, and maintaining the chassis. The entity type cargo tank facility includes a person engaged in the manufacture, assembly, inspection and testing, certification, or repair of a cargo tank or a cargo tank motor vehicle, manufactured in accordance with a DOT specification under Title 49 CFR Subtitle B, Chapter 1, Subchapter C, or under terms of a special permit issued under this part. Applicants who register as cargo tank facility are assigned a USDOT and CT number. Please note, operating a cargo tank type of truck does not qualify an applicant as a cargo tank entity type. Identifying entity type correctly during the registration process is critical. Successfully completing this process will bring you one step closer to getting your operations running in an efficient and timely manner. You will find the link to the URS as well as additional resources to help you better understand requirements for your specific operations on the FMCSA registration website. We encourage you to contact us via email or chat. And don't forget to check out the other videos in our FMCSA Office of Registration video series. Thank you.